Yes, yes. Gate and lay. I know. All right. Get off of that. It's kind of warm. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome back. We're doing it again. Because what else would I do? But before we start today, a couple of things. Number one. Tomorrow is the start of Golden Week in Japan. There's a lot of people off. So the way the holiday works is that it's like there's 4 different holidays, but they're not all strung together. It's like you got 1 day off, and then there's 3 days off that are in a row. And so, like, depending on how they kind of slot around a weekend or whatever, every year it kind of changes to how much time people take off and like from when and things like that. So like this year, tomorrow, Wednesday is like the first day, and then Thursday and Friday are work days, and then from the weekend until Wednesday, those will all be more or less off days. One of the things, like I say weekend, like in Japan, Saturday isn't really a holiday. There's a lot of people that don't work on Saturdays, but then again, there's a lot of people that do work on Saturdays, and kids have school on Saturdays with infrequent regularity. Like, for example, the previous place I was working was every other Saturday. They had a school on Saturday. And so, like, for a lot of people, from tomorrow is going to be the start of Golden Week. For some people, it'll be from Friday. Like, some people even started taking off this week from like Monday, so like they just took off Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they're going to string it out until next Wednesday. So that gives you Saturday all the way through the following Wednesday. So that's like 12 days. So there's some people that did that. But then again, you've also kind of got because of gasoline prices, they're starting to go up, and as a result, the cost of everything's kind of going up. So not too many, well, I wouldn't say not too many people. Like, some people may not be as active as they would have been otherwise during Golden Week. But anyway, I've still not decided on what I'm going to do for tomorrow, so there's the chance that I won't be doing Zelda tomorrow. I might start up something else and kind of do that through the Golden Week period, or I might wait until Friday. But well, you'll know when I know, I guess, is the best way to put that. So just start off with that. Number 2. So yesterday, I finally qualified for the affiliate program with Twitch. Yay! But, well, I mean, it is a good thing. It's encouraging. Like, I have no idea whether this took a long time or this took a short time, this took the average time. Like, I have no idea about any of that. But, I have qualified for the affiliate program. Like, I saw that this morning, and so I kind of started going through the onboarding process of it. And one thing that's going to change, well, I guess it's going to change. The thing is, like, I don't really know, like, because I've never really been like a big Twitch viewer, and for other reasons, like, I'm not really sure what kind of effect this is going to have between the way it was up until now and going on from now. But as I was going through stuff like that, the ad stuff comes up, like what you're going to do with ads. And my personal stance is, like, I would like to keep ads as minimal as possible, because, like, I personally don't like ads. I don't like watching ads. And I'm sure the vast majority of people who watch content also don't like watching ads. And I'm not sure, like, what the most appropriate way to do the settings is to keep them as unintrusive as possible. Like, the one that I really worry about the most is, like, the the pre-roll ad, I guess that's what they call it, like at the very start. It's like if you click on a stream and then like you have to watch ads for however long just to be able to watch the stream. Like that's the one that concerns me the most, because that kind of friction probably makes it harder to get new viewers and things like that. So like that's the one that kind of concerns me the most. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Like, so for right now, like I haven't touched anything. I'm sorry if the ads are causing problems for the viewing experience for you. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll have to look at that. Don't expect any quick fixes on that. Like what I mean by quick fixes is like by tomorrow or within the day. Like I actually have to take a look at things and then kind of weigh out what the best options are one way or the other. But again, like I want to try to keep that as minimal as possible. I'd like to honestly just keep it under my control so that like if whenever I take like a couple minute break or something, I can just run one of those things and it doesn't really mess with the flow of anything. So again, like I don't know what's going to happen with today's stream with regards to that. Like I can't see anything on my end, unfortunately. So if there's any kind of advice or concerns you have with regards to that, by all means, let me know and I'll see if there's anything I can do about it. I won't guarantee that there is anything that I can do about it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like Twitch has to make money. So I understand that. Like they've got to do whatever they've got to do to make the platform sustainable. So to an extent, like they kind of, with the way the things they've got, the way they have things right now, like they have to kind of force ads into places. And as much as I may dislike it, that's something I kind of have to put up with for the time being. But again, I want to try to keep it as unintrusive as possible. Like I'm not here to like run ads all day. Like that's not what I want to do. I don't think that's what people want to watch. So hopefully it won't be anything like that. And again, anybody who's a little bit more experienced with that, if you can give me any advice on that, that'd be great. But sorry if ads or anything start to get in the way. Like again, like I haven't really messed with the settings on that, but that may start if it hasn't already. Oh, thank you very much. I guess whenever it hit midnight yesterday is when it officially locked in. But I don't know like I don't know exactly when it activated, but I started filling the stuff out for that today. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub. I got no idea what I'm doing with any of this stuff right now. I still got to go through everything. And I'm most concerned about like now is how the ads are going to start affecting stuff. But I mean, like if I can just like press a button and have ads go, so like whenever I take a break or something, it's like just hit a button and then that just runs until I get back. That would seem to be best, but I don't know, there's some kind of thing where like they want like 3 minutes of ads an hour. And if you don't do that, then they have to like run like pre-roll ads before the start of your, or before your stream loads up or something like that. That's the only thing that I'm really kind of concerned about right now. I don't really know what to do about that yet. But anywho. Yeah, I know, like, I think, like, I've got, the only one thing I do know is, like, it's set where if you're a subscriber, you get no ads. That's the only thing that it's some form of script. I don't know whether it has to be tier 3 or whatever, but I know the setting for that is on. That's the only thing I can say with certainty, but at least that's what I thought I set it as. I hope I set it as that, but I'm just gonna have to kind of figure it out as I go. But at least got through the first gate. The road to partner is a long way off though. Road to partner, you have to average 75 viewers a month or not a month, 75 viewers for 6 days over 2 30-day periods. So for like 12 days over 60 days, more or less. It has to be 6 out of 30 and then 6 out of 30. So it can't be 12 in one 30-day period. It has to be over 2 months. You have to average 6. That's a ways off though. If ever. 75 seems like a lot right now. But who knows? But anywho, that is the current status. So hit a feel it, and then tomorrow, maybe I start doing a little bit of a different thing for Golden Week. I'm not sure. It may not be tomorrow though. I may wait until Friday to do it. Yes, I have to, like, there's so much stuff to, like, I have to decide and then make and, like, put names for and things like that. There's way more stuff than I thought there was. I gotta take some time somewhere to just do it. Like, I almost feel like I gotta take a day off to do it, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, it's exciting, but at the same time, it's like, oh, wow, I've got all this stuff to do that I hadn't even really considered. So it's just, I gotta figure out when I'm going to do that and what I'm going to do exactly too. That's what kind of has got me not worried. I don't know what the right word is, but bothered at the moment is like, I hadn't even begun to think about like the tier names or things like that, you know? Was that meow intentional? Yeah, it already has been a month and a half. Which seems fast, but it also doesn't seem that fast either. Oh, one thing, like, I was concerned that this would be a lot more stressful than it has been, but I feel like I could do this like 12 hours a day and not be bothered, which I guess is a good thing, but like I can't do it 12 hours a day because like there's other stuff like just to make the stream work, there's other stuff I have to do, so. On a side note, there's some guy right now, there's some Japanese guy right now that's in the middle of, he's trying to clear all the Dragon Quest games all the way through the post-game bosses without sleeping. He's 126 hours in right now. Oh yeah, it's certainly not as tiring as other jobs, but he's 126 hours in right now, but he's still on Dragon Quest 8. Dragon Quest 7 took 46 hours, unfortunately. I mean, the thing is, like, he kind of, like, he nods off a lot, but he's always back up within, like, 20 seconds. So, like, that's what's kind of stretching it out, but it's also what lets him go for so long, too. So I've just kind of been, like, checking in on that guy, like, seeing how far he's going to make it before... Because there's almost no way he clears it. It's going to take 200 hours at least for him to clear it. I just don't see that happening. There's another guy that used to do streams like that. I say used to because he like retired early this year. He retired from doing that early this year. But there's another guy that used to do it. Now that guy would literally just stay awake the whole time. And I think his max was he made it like 108 or 110 hours. Trying to clear like Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Only just like standard clear. It really is around like the 70-hour mark where it just looks like they're not having a good time anymore. Like up through that, it's not too bad, but you know, if something big happens in the game or they're getting towards the close, then they kind of wake up, you know? Like you get that adrenaline rush, but... Alright, So I guess I better get on the road with this. But again, thanks to everybody who helped me get to affiliate. Which Christmas, you've been especially key within that achievement. So again, thank you very much to you. That one was 40 hours. I made it to 40. Like, honestly, I probably should have quit it around 39 or so, but I just wanted to go ahead and get it to around 40, so I kind of pushed myself through that last hour for no good reason. But this is just a starting point. Like, it's from here where I've got to really start putting in more work into a lot of stuff, I guess. Not that I haven't been putting work into it, it's just that I didn't even realize I had to do all this stuff, so. But yeah. Well, I'm glad you did. Like, again, you've been a big part of me being able to make it to affiliate. So I appreciate it a lot. Don't know, I don't know what that first couple weeks would have been like had you not showed up, honestly. So I like, haven't done this for a month and a half, and like there are times when there's just like nobody here sometimes, and if it was like that for like the entirety of like the first week or 2 weeks that I'd done this like that, I don't know if I'd still be doing this or not, you know? So like, I know it's gonna be like doing something like this, it's gonna be really easy to get discouraged, real easy, but somehow push through and manage to get it through here. And, you know, things are slowly moving in the right direction. So that's encouraging. I just have to keep it moving in that direction. And, you know, like, what's always kind of scary about that is, like, you know, like, I'm coming up towards the end of Mugenics. I'm not at the end of Mugenics, you know, like, I could actually keep playing that for a long time if I wanted to. But, you know, like, when you got to, like, switch up games and things like that, and those things are always kind of, you know, concerning because, you know, some people watch specifically for some things, so can you bring those people over to the next thing you're doing is always kind of a concern and a challenge. But because it's tough to be like a 1-2 game streamer, you know, like if you're like somebody that depends entirely on Call of Duty, if Call of Duty ever falls off, then it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do, you know? Yeah, like it's important to have some kind of skill set that carries over from game to game or activity to activity, you know? But I'll just have to see as it goes on from here. Look, I'm very calm. I'm very calm until, I'm very calm until I'm not. Look, I've still kept it mostly under control here, okay? I haven't like majorly crashed out or anything like that. I got pissed. I was pissed yesterday. I was pissed the day before. But I have not had the major crash out even remotely yet. Try to keep it that way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, part of the reason people watch streamers, though, is to like see people be who they are, you know? Which is why those moments are always the ones that get clipped so much, you know? But anyway, we're affiliate now, so now I have to act like a professional, even if I'm not. And we'll see how it goes. So, anyway, let's get back to... Not too serious. But anyway. Yeah. Like that's like I've been thinking about that. I have been thinking about like I gotta decide like I need to get the drawing pad out and practice a little bit more with like different brushes and things like that. Because like part of the reason I drew this the way it was is just because I was not familiar enough with how to use everything in Affinity to get the kind of effects that I wanted, so I just went with something simple where I didn't have to think about it too much. But like I kind of like doing pencil sketches, like rough pencil sketches a lot. So if I can do that with Affinity, like I kind of want to just do some like rough kind of pencil sketches for a lot of stuff, but and then like simple animations too, like simple like GIF animations and things like that. Kind of want to do those too, but again, I got to get a little bit more experienced with how to use Affinity before I can do that. I mean, because that's how this kind of started out. Like I started this out as this kind of like a rough pencil sketch, and that was kind of how I wanted to do the model, honestly, but like I just didn't know how to make it work. So I was like, well, that's not going to work. So instead, I just kind of smoothed everything out. Look, I'm not going to call those things GIFs or GIFs. That my background in computers kind of makes that annoying me. I find that annoying. I don't know why. I do though. Like JPEG annoys me too. That's why I always say JPG. Nope. GIF. I mean, look, I'll admit, like, I do use it sometimes just because everybody uses it. Like, I'm not going to say I never use it, like, because that would be a lie. Like, I do occasionally use it, but I tend to just use the acronym instead of saying it like it's a word. I mean, to me, it's like saying, you know, like, instead of saying VIP, saying the VIP. Nobody says VIP. Well, actually, you know where they do say VIP? They say VIP in Japan, actually. They don't say VIP over here, they say VIP. UFO is UFO. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that some people are particular about. I guess I'm one of those people. I mean, why not just call a PNG a ping file? It's mostly got to do with just ease of speech. GIF takes a lot longer to say than GIF or GIF. You know? It more or less just comes exclusively down to that. It's just ease of saying. That's why people don't say POTUS, they say POTUS. Nah, like I don't know, like just like the technical side of me doesn't like that kind of, I don't know, like non-technical feel to it, I guess is how I would put it. I don't know. And as I say that, I mean, I also understand that like a lot of people in tech, you know, like they use those acronyms as words as well. So it's AI, you know, it's I. No, I did not make that one. I don't know where that one came from. That's probably just like a Twitch standard. Yep. I mean, I kind of look forward to it because like I do kind of enjoy making stuff like that, but also don't look forward to it because I know it's going to take a while. Why is it Kuro OG1? That's a very good question. I have no idea. Because at no point have I ever changed the screen name on this. Like you can't even change your name for like the first month after you choose it. Like you're locked into that name for a month. Kurojichi. Well, there are worse names. Oh, that makes me sound old. And I'm not that old. Like, the OG-chan is like grandpa. Oji-san is like middle-aged. G-san, like where you kind of stretch out the E, is like old, is like really old. Yeah, I'd say probably Oji-san, like once you hit 30, I guess is where people might start calling you Oji-san. You know, when you no longer qualify as Oni-san. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you take the san off and just say Oji, that's the Japanese word for uncle. Like, when you're putting san on, that means, like, if you take the san off, then it's like your own uncle. If you put the san on, then it's to, like, somebody outside of your family. So, like, somebody else's uncle or somebody that's, like, kind of like a middle-aged man. Because san's like an honorific, so it's like you don't put honorifics on people on your own group. You put honorifics on people outside of your group. Well, I actually am an uncle. I actually am a real life uncle. Brother has one kid. Hey, Zeronicity. Confirmed. I've never denied it. Literally my name. I'm not 50 yet. In due time. Well, I'll give you a little bit more credit than that. I have to be honest. All right. Oh, yes, I'm not even going to remotely try to deny that. I'm not in my 20s. You listen to me on stream enough, like that's pretty easy to suss out. The things I talk about are not the things the 20-year-old talks about. some of the things I talk about 20-year-olds weren't even alive. Look, I could talk to you about cassette players, okay? If you even know what that is. I want to say my dad's car when I was a little kid had an 8-track slot in it, but I may be remembering that wrong. He used to drive Chevy Caprice. He loved the Chevy Caprices, like it. And when I say Caprice, I mean like the old boxy styles, like the ones that the police used to use for their patrol cars. Those things were huge. Like he'd put the thing in the garage and there'd only be like 2 inches on each side of the side mirrors getting the thing into the garage. I mean, look, they stopped making those cars like early 90s. Like those were from like the 70s and 80s. I was always impressed about that, putting that car in the garage, because, you know, like, you got that little clearance on both sides. You think you want to slow down. My dad just like, right in there. And the other thing too is like the corner, like going up the driveway, because like our house is up on a hill, like, so you got to go up the driveway. And once you get up the driveway, then it's like you gotta make the turn, because he had my mom had the side closer to the street, and my dad had the side closer to the house. So you have to like make a turn so that you're not hitting, you know, the bushes and the other stuff that's in front of the house, but also so that you can have the angle to get in the garage. And like, that's a whole other thing there, where you got to make sure that you're not running into stuff, you know? And again, like, he just do this and without even like thinking about it. It's like, every time I do it, I'd be worried I'm gonna run into something, but. And like the last one he had, unfortunately, like, that one got lost in a wreck. Like, somebody flipped their car over coming the opposite direction. Like, they were going the opposite direction on the other side of the road, and like there was actually a median in the road, but it's not like a tall median, it's kind of like a short median. And like, the person coming the other direction, like, they managed to flip their car over. The car came over the median and then totaled my dad's car. So that's how he lost that one. And like, I think what he was probably most upset about was like, he couldn't get another one of them, because like at that point, like, they weren't really making them anymore. So, you know, it's funny, like, I think for the other side, I mean, obviously you flip your car over, like, and go over the median like that, you're not getting the place unscratched, but like, I don't think it was too bad. The thing is, like, my dad thought he was okay, but then it turned out like a year later, like his shoulder started hurting so bad he couldn't lift it anymore. And like, what had happened was just from the impact from the wreck. And I saw this happen with a friend of mine too recently. Like, he was riding on a bicycle and a car that was trying to overtake him clipped his handlebar and threw him. And like, he does a lot of martial arts, so like, he was able to, you know, kind of like roll out of getting thrown off his bike, and he thought he was okay, more or less. He didn't want to go to the hospital, but he started having like shoulder pains and like shoulder numbness like a month or two later. And what happens is, like, when you take that kind of impact, like, you can feel fine, but the jarring of your body, like, what'll happen is, like, especially with like shoulders and things like this, is like scarring and damage can happen within the joint. And then over time, like, scar tissue and things kind of build up in there, or like bone spurs and things like that. And then those slowly kind of wear down, and then like a month or two later, you realize that you actually did hurt yourself. So like, yeah, that happened to my dad. So he had to, like about a year later, they had to go back to the insurance company with the claim. And luckily the insurance company didn't really fight them on it. But then he had to have like arthroscopic surgery, and then recovery on that was like, I forget how long it was, maybe like a few months. But there was a while where it was like, he'd have to come from work, and like there's this kind of mechanical chair that he brought home, and you sit in it, and then you put your arm in it, and then it like moves your arm around for you to kind of like build up range of motion. But yeah, like, just word of advice, you ever get into a car accident and you think you're okay, you might not be. You just won't know for a while. So, just be careful about that. I was saying, my friend who got in the wreck recently too, like I told him at the time, it was like, you know, you're okay right now, you may not be okay in a little while, so just, you know, make sure that you leave the avenue open to you to, you know, go back after them later on if you need to. Yeah. I think I forget, they kind of worked something out, but he could have gotten a lot more out of them. Like, at least his shoulder seems to have gotten better, though. He went to physical therapy, and I think physical therapy was enough to get it fixed. All right, but anywho, I guess I better get the show on the road. It's already 40 minutes, and I haven't even done any runs yet. So, all right. It's just like a standard day of running it. 40 minutes in, and we haven't gotten out of the sewers. Okay. Yeah, like in Japan, they, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I think if you employ somebody full-time, like you're obligated to pay for them to get a yearly health checkup over here. They don't, it's not mandatory for part-timers, but for full-timers it is. All right. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Didn't have any time to practice today, so I don't know how this is going to go, but... I don't know, like, I don't like going to doctors that much, though. Not because, like, I'm scared of the doctor or anything like that, or I don't like the doctor, it's just that... I feel about going to the doctor the same way I feel about going to a mechanic for your car. Which is, you have to look at incentives. And I feel like the doctors are incentivized to tell you there's something wrong with you. And I think a lot of cases, like, people get over-advised to do medical procedures or take medicine or get prescriptions because of that fact. When you really don't need to. I'm not going to say, like, nobody needs to, because that's obviously not the case, but I think, like, over-medication is certainly a thing. And it's the same thing with a mechanic. Like, if you take your car to a mechanic, they're going to find something for you to pay for. I'm gonna have to fix the alpha filtering on those replies. Like it's filtering out the quoted text. I noticed that today. Yeah, I mean, I have that stance somewhat. Like, I'm of the mind that it's best to not take medicine as much as possible. Just because of how the human body works, and it's... okay, let's just start that over. It's because how the human body works and its ability to adapt to things, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, because it gets used to things in terms of like having things put into it, and it also gets used to things in terms of having to deal with things on its own. So like I personally am an advocate for letting your body take care of itself as much as possible. 3, 2, 1, go. Does that mean I'm anti-vaccination? No, I wouldn't say that. Like, I've taken vaccinations. I understand the logic behind it. The methodology behind it. I think they can certainly be effective. Does that mean all vaccinations are necessary? Well, not necessarily. Does that mean all vaccinations are safe? Definitely not. Like, when coronavirus was really big, Japan never mandated the coronavirus vaccine. And one of the reasons for that was, I think it was smallpox or something. Like there were a number of decades back, there was a vaccine that came out in Japan that caused a lot of problems, and I think it was, I don't remember if it was forcibly administered or not, but all I know is like they had a lot of problems with a vaccine that came out in Japan a ways back, and because of that history, like they just can't mandate vaccines anymore really here. Because like in some ways, like Japan seemed like a place that would have mandated the vaccine, but they didn't because of that, was my understanding. Yeah, vitamin C is good. One of the things that people tend to misunderstand about vitamin C, though, is there is a limit to how much vitamin C your body can absorb. So, like, overdosing on it doesn't really do too much for you. I think you also have to take it with something else to get it to properly absorb as well, but like these are things that I could only vaguely remember, so don't quote me on any of that. Don't drink straight OJ. I think you'd be okay. Just can't rely on OJ being some kind of like miracle cure or anything, that's all. I forget to hit the button? Oh well, whatever. Do-do-do. It's too far. Like, whenever I'm not feeling well, I just use medicine to, like, if I have to push through something, like I gotta go to work or something like that, that's pretty much the only thing I use medicine for. There are some times where, like when I get a cold or something, just because of a couple other things I've got, like, sometimes I can't stop sneezing, so, like, I gotta take medicine, because if I don't stop sneezing, then, like, there's all kinds of problems resulting from that, but, for the most part, I mean, if you really want to get better, like, almost always the best thing you can do is just sleep. Yeah, like, about headaches, like, with me personally, one thing I've found about all of my headaches is that they're a result of some form of dehydration. Yep, like, sleeping always makes me feel better. It's like, if I'm not getting sleep, that's when, like, my illnesses drag out. It's also when I tend to get sick in the first place. Like, I think it's a thing a lot of people kind of miss with headaches, is that dehydration will absolutely cause you headaches. It causes a lot of other things too, but, like, headaches are absolutely a symptom of dehydration. I think, like, dehydration is, like, I think it's something that a lot of people aren't really too aware of, but it's more common than people think. I don't know about the weak thing, but, like, you know, your body really needs water. So if you're not getting enough, it tends to affect a lot of different things. That's not saying you should be, like, drinking 2 gallons of water a day or anything like that. Like, too much water is also not good for you either. But you need to make sure you're drinking enough. Yeah, I mean, like, everything. Like, too little of important things is bad, but too much of good things is also bad. I can't remember how many years ago it was that some woman drowned herself in a water drinking challenge. Alright. Let's just do this one again. Let's just do that again. No. You literally just drink too much water. I guess what may have happened is it overflowed from her stomach into her lungs. Like, I'm not sure of the specifics of it, but I do know there's some kind of, like, water drinking challenge where you, like, had to drink so much water and then there's, like, a prize associated with it. I think it was, like, a competition, may have been, like, a speed competition, and she ended up dying from drinking too much water. 3, 2, 1. Oops. 3, 2, 1, go. Ice bucket challenge. I think we're about 5 years late to the party on that one. Is it even 5 years? That was the start of Corona, wasn't it? Ice Bucket Challenge audio only. Yeah, it does. I'd be willing to jump into like a frozen lake. Once. As long as I was sure I could get back out. That's odd. Why isn't it showing my time on that first split? That means it was dead even? I guess it was dead even. Huh. Yeah, I think it started like a long time ago, but during Corona, while everyone was locked up, it kind of like picked up one time. I think that was when it really picked up. I mean, I could be entirely wrong about that. I don't feel confident about that one to put my stamp of approval on it. Come on. Let's get the hell out of here. 16, 17. I have no idea how that's a gold split. There's no way that's a gold split. Is the thing broken? Well, if you can't remember it, it's not a memory. Like, I remember a number of things from when I was around like 2 years old. That's about as far back as my memory goes, as far as I know. At least I think I was around 2. I don't think I was 1 year old back then. Like, the only reason I know what the age I was is because we moved when I was 3 years old, so... I can kind of date the memories in that sense. Like, one of my earliest memories is, you know, like dried chow mein? Like, for some reason, they were feeding, I was sitting on my dad's lap and they were feeding me that and I didn't like it and I threw it up and my dad got angry. That's one of my earliest memories. It's like these kind of short, like dried noodles. I have no idea. Like, I don't think we ever ate them again after that. There's another one I haven't remembered. I'm falling down like the brick stairs behind, like on the patio behind that house. Collecting blueberries, or not blueberries, blackberries from the bushes behind that house too. Like I kind of remember that as well. There's a few other things here and there, but those are like the oldest memories I've got. I don't know, man. I aged quick. Like, no lie, I was the height I am now at like 13, 14 years old. Like, I thought I was going to be like really tall. And then like I just stopped growing. Like immediately. Not quite that young. I mean, the reason I know that I stopped growing at like 14 is because I was playing basketball and hurt myself. Like, I jumped up to get a ball and like a guy kind of undercut me, so I fell on my elbow. I thought maybe I'd broken it, so my dad had to take me to the doctor to get an x-ray, and so he did the x-ray. I didn't have a broken bone. What the doctor told me was I had no growth plates left on my bone, so I probably wasn't going to grow anymore. And he was right. Which was really disappointing. Because like some people still grow in their 20s, you know? Like in their very early 20s. I thought it was going to be like really tall, but it ended up just being average. Average isn't bad though. Now, luckily, the only thing shrinking on me right now is my waistline. Hopefully keep it that way. And I screwed that up. That was awful. I don't know why. How did I come in from the side there? I should have just redone that. Should have just redone it while I messed up the first shot. Just come back in from the top. That's 2 times I've messed it up that up recently when I was getting that all the time. Oh well. Here we go again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Getting closer to having abs. So close. Just need to lose like another 2 or 3 kilos. Of fat. I'm never going to be like super huge just because I don't want to be super huge. Like I'm a former soccer player. Like I don't want to like I like being mobile. So like I never wanted to get like super huge. Now, I know you can still be pretty mobile when you're big, but like all that weight's like really rough on your joints. And that's one of the other things like I kind of keep conscious of is I want to keep my joints intact for as long as I possibly can, so that's why I don't really use weights to train. Try to be more like a Herschel Walker style. I don't do very much cardio, honestly. I don't like running. There's a problem when you're a soccer player. Although, like, I used to, like... I will run if I have to. I just don't like it. But no, it's mostly just, push-ups, sit-ups, squats. It's more like 95% running, if we're being honest. Like, in a soccer match, the amount of time you're touching the ball during the game is extremely limited. Oh my lord. This is just a mess. I will say this, why goalies tend to be the worst runners on their team. If your goalie can't run, your goalie's going to be a problem. That happens. That definitely happens. Like, I've had a ball hit me in the head. I don't know how many times when I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, well, getting in the face, like getting in the face, if you get in the nose, getting in the nose hurts. Or getting it in like the mouth, you know? Because like a lot of times when it hits your mouth, what happens is it presses your teeth into your lips, so you kind of cut the inside of your mouth. Like that hurts. Yeah, I would imagine that would hurt a lot. Like, anything to the jaw is going to hurt. Oh, thought I was dead. What are you, dominoes? Gotta build up the core muscles. Can't be falling down like that. Yeah, like I hate getting cuts on the inside of my mouth. It makes eating like really suck. Like the worst ones are sometimes because of the way that my tongue sits in my mouth. Like I'll get cuts on the underside of my tongue where my tongue is kind of like laying on my tooth. And those are the worst because every time you try to chew something or when you speak or when you try to swallow something, it hits the sore, like your tooth hits the sore. And because your tongue is full of nerve endings, like it really, really, really hurts. And then you also kind of learn like how much of the nerve endings in like your tongue and like your jaw and everything are kind of connected, because like the injury will be like on the underside of my tongue, but I'll be feeling it like in my jaw. And I think part of that might be like I'm having to like adjust how I chew and things like that to try to avoid hitting the sore. And that kind of, you know, weighs on the muscles on the jaw. Yeah, it's like I gotta be careful with hot food sometimes, because like I won't notice it while I'm eating, but like a day later or so I'll realize I've got like an injury in my mouth, and it's because like I burned myself on it. Alright, what we got here? And we're through. Let's get out of here. Yes, sir. Okay, got it that time. I see. Never really used Twitch on mobile, so... Do you guys not have 5G yet? Ugh. Oh, why didn't it pick up the jar? Oh my god, we're having the weirdest failures today. What is going on? Ah. 3, 2, 1. Well, my phone's so old, I don't have 5G. Yeah. How much does an unlimited data plan cost for you? I'm just kind of curious, like, how much that kind of stuff costs in different places. Like, over here, I want to say it averages around, like, 10,000 yen a month. Like, for a long time over here, like, data plans, like, the costs for data plans here were, like, grossly overpriced. And then, like, once the SIM cards and things like that, like the cheap mobile carriers started popping up, then the prices started to come down. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Let's not get caught in this weird loop of resetting all the time. So, like, right now, you can get a basic plan for around 3,000 yen a month. And that'll give you, I think, that'll give you, like, somewhere between 3 to 5 gigabytes of data a day, and then phone calls will be, like, free for the first 5 minutes, and then after that, they charge you per 30 seconds or something like that. And then if you're willing to go no phone and then only data, I think you can get it as cheap as, like, 2,500 or 2,000 yen a month, which is pretty cheap. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, like, I mean, it's a lot better than it used to be. Before, you were paying like 6,000 yen a month for the cheapest plans with the major carriers, but the smaller carriers came in and started taking up all their market share, so they had to readjust. I mean, it's yen, so at the time it would have been close to like $50 US a month. 50 to 60 US a month. But now it's close to like 15 bucks a month. Which is much more reasonable. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my splits today. I don't know why that first split won't show a plus minus. Something bugged. I don't know what. Oh, man. Come on. Let's quit getting caught on the edges here, please. Whew. You guys just are not playing nice today on that hallway. Ooh, barely got that off. Hold on, I just want to get a run going. Let's go. I would like to do the shovel game at least once today. Twice if possible. Although twice is probably out of the question at this point. Oh, I forgot to do it again. Really sloppy here. Whatever. I just want to get out of here. You have been a menace today. To be fair, it's probably more my fault than it is yours. Got it. Okay. Oops, didn't press the button. Actually, we're just gonna reset that split so it doesn't mess up anything. Oof. Alright, up we go. Just a little bit too far. That's fine. Oh, you stupid rat. Wow, snakes have been good to me today for the first time in almost a week. Jeez. I haven't been able to get through that room clean for literally like a week. All them rats. That's alright. Getting exterminated. I should have just walked by that one. I didn't need to cut him. All right. Rat game. Ah, I've seen it. I haven't played it though. I want to say that was like free on the PSN not too long ago. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. I did see that. I've seen some people playing that a little bit. That one looks kind of neat. It's like it's a Doom style game, but with, you know, like the old Disney style animation. Seemed pretty interesting. Like, that's never really been my genre, but I'm willing to admit when something looks interesting. Yeah, like, people seem to be pretty happy with it. I mean, from what I've seen of people playing it, it seemed pretty good. I mean, it's not like the best game ever or anything like that, but... I mean, I think for the price they're charging for it, it's worth it for people that like that kind of game. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's just a solid game, you know? My list of best games. Oh, I haven't thought about that in a long time. I feel like it's best, if you're going to make a list like that, it's kind of best to go by, like, you know, console generation or era. So, like, if we go for the Nintendo, the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the Famicom, let's see. From that era, my favorite games, like the original Final Fantasy. Let's see, I like the Dragon Quest games. Out of those, my favorite was probably Dragon Quest 3. Although I played 4 more, because I had that. We didn't have Dragon Quest 3, or Dragon Warrior, as it was called in the US then. There was a game called Crystallis, which was a lot like a Legend of Zelda game that I really liked a lot. And then obviously the Legend of Zelda and Legend of Zelda 2. Those are very good. No, a lot of people really love Super Mario Bros. 3, and like I like it a lot, but like I don't feel as strongly about that game as some people do. And I guess that's all that I can say. No, I like it. I really like it. I love those games. It's just that, like, people put that up as like the best game on the Nintendo, and like I just don't feel that way. Like, I understand why they feel that way. Like, I'm not going to argue with them over it, but like I just don't personally feel that way. Let's see. What other games do I like? Now, it's not necessarily that great of a game, but like a game that I really liked was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. The original one that was really hard. That Konami made. Not the arcade beat 'em up. Not the one that they remade from the arcade game. Although that was really well done for like a Nintendo game. That was extremely impressive. But the one that came out before that, where like you could choose from the 4 turtles, and it's kind of more like a adventure style game. Oh man, what am I doing? What am I doing today? Like, my concentration is somewhere else. I don't know what I'm doing. I got no excuse for what I just did there. Literally no excuse for that. What time is it? Okay, we're still good. We're still good. I can still finish a run. Jesus, what's going on? My brain just goes somewhere else for a second. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it probably is that a little bit, but like I can't complain about that. I'm streaming here, like I can't complain about that. I definitely can't complain about that. Never gonna make that an excuse. But let's see, what else was there? There seems to be, there's something else I'm forgetting. Now, okay, if you want to know a game that I like that probably no one else will admit to liking, but they might have played, the Friday the 13th game. And a lot of people call that game absolute garbage. And I can understand why people might say that, but I really like that game. I used to play that game a lot. Yeah, it's a game based off of a movie. The one with Jason. I really like that Friday the 14th game, or 13th game. It's just a really simple game. It's got possibly the simplest soundtrack ever made for a video game. I'm not going to call it good, but I mean, it does its job. For some reason, Jason is purple, which is mostly probably just the limitations of the hardware at the time. Oh, come on. Whatever, we're just going. But I enjoyed that game a lot. Like, you could beat it in like 13 minutes, I think. Like, once you know how to beat it, when I say how to beat it, like the shortcuts to beat it and everything. You can beat that game in like 13 minutes, but if you're just like doing a normal playthrough on that game's hard. If you don't know anything about that game, you just go into it, that game's hard. If you're like a little kid playing that game in the dark, it can be kind of scary too. PC games. The thing is, like, I didn't really have a PC where I could play games on it until I got to college. Like, we had a PC at home, but it was like this really, really old PC that my dad had brought home from work. And if you want to know how old it was, the onboard RAM on that machine, 640 kilobytes. $640 kilobytes. So, like, you could play like these really simple DOS games on it. And so, like, one of the games I played, like, I think they call it NetHack now. It was called Hack on that computer, but it's like an ASCII game and it's a roguelike. I think that's what really kind of got me into roguelikes. And I loved that game. I played that game to death. I just didn't know how to clear it, though. I finally got a character that was strong enough to make it to the bottom and not die, and like, I ran into a floor where I couldn't find an exit or a way down, and I just had to give up on it there. Like, the character, like, I wasn't going to die. I was in no danger of dying, but I couldn't proceed because I didn't know how. And back then, you know, like, good luck finding a guide, so... Yes, that is literally less than 1,000th of a gigabyte. You couldn't even display a modern photograph with that much memory. But there was a game that my brother bought for it called Dragon Wars, which is kind of like one of those dungeon crawler RPGs. That one was really good. And it's like one of those things where, like, you know, they can't put all the text in the game because it takes up too much memory space, so it comes with an associated book with it, and like every now and then you get an event and you'll be like, look at this number page in the book, and you like read the story there, and I like that game a lot. And then there was like a Jeopardy game on there. And Tetris. And a Japanese game called Sokoban, where you're like pushing boxes in a warehouse. Like that one too. And Columns was on there. I wonder if people even remember what Columns is anymore. Ooh, that sucks. Is that like a virus thing or like a hard drive corruption or what? X06. Jesus. It's so slow. Whatever, we're going. We're gonna make it work. Probably not, we're gonna try anyway. Yeah, certainly not a virus. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of surprised they still gave you your files back even after you paid the money. Because I could totally see someone like that, like taking the money and then still not giving you your files back. Oh, okay, that's why. But I mean, if we're being honest, like it's not, the work itself isn't worth that much money, but a desperate person will pay that price because they know the people that are doing it know that they know they can get away with that price. They've essentially got you by the balls at that point. Like, you're kind of stuck. Either give up on it or pay whatever somebody's telling you have to pay. Like, data recovery, if you've got the tools to be able to do it, is an extremely lucrative business. I just don't know how often you get customers. That's the only thing I wouldn't be able to say anything with regards to. Man, look, depending on what it was, like for $3,000, you could buy 10 laptops. I mean, if we're talking about like a cheap laptop. 3,000 US, like at the right time, like, yeah. Like 3,000 bucks is a lot. Well, lessons learned and all that. Last panic arrow there. Ah, missed. One would hope. Not very well done. Whatever. How far am I behind yesterday? 3 or 4 seconds? That's not too bad. Yeah, 4 seconds, that's not too bad, all things considered. This run's kind of a mess so far. I can be at least 20 seconds faster than that. Oh. I guess I'm just too close to the wall? Oh. It's really odd that that doesn't work. That is true. Every run is technically practice until I finish it. Even the ones I do finish sometimes. Oh my god, this time is just... Oh, there we go. What, you spilled something on your computer? Poured OJ all over it? Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. Oh, at least I managed to keep it at 8 seconds. Thought it was gonna be like 9. Had something like that happen with a PS controller a few years ago. I had to build some kind of juice on it. It may have been orange juice, I don't remember what it was, and ended up having to open the controller up and clean all the buttons and everything. Because the buttons started sticking. That was a learning experience. Learned a lot about how the PS controller works from doing that. Look, it was literally a form of fruit drink. I just don't remember which one, okay? Nothing weird. I should have taken that. I'm so behind already. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Should have just canceled out. Alright. Oh, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here today? Okay, got it. Got that other jar on the way out. Way too low on that. Alright. Got this a little bit under control here. Still slow, but whatever. I can pick up most of it here on this boss fight if it goes really well. That's a pretty big if. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Honestly, if I play the first half of the game well and I don't screw up the last 2 parts, I can get by with a 2 shovel and still get this under 2 hours. But the first half has not been good enough to rely on that right now. Why didn't I dash? Why didn't I dash? Whatever. Oh. Do I literally have to practice lighting these torches? I feel like I do. Ah, should have shot him twice. Ah. Oh, come on. We're more and less in line with yesterday. A little bit behind. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's good in that it means there's still hope. It's bad in that I should be doing better than this. The last Ganon fight I can save a lot of time, and the Ganon fight I can save a lot of time too on both of them. But everywhere else I've got to be pretty good or I'm going to lose time. I had a lot go right yesterday during pretty much every other part of the run. It's real... oh man, Dash is just sloppy today. I mean, like, the last half's got to be almost perfect if I'm going to try to get this under 2 hours with the way things are at the moment. And that's all assuming that the RNG isn't very bad. I mean, but the real analysis at the moment is that RNG is likely to kill this run. This game is probably going to kill me on the shovel screen. Oops. I don't kill myself before that. All right. Three shovel is going to make it almost impossible to PB. Unless I... oh, man. I'd have to pull out some level of play I haven't seen for myself yet. Either that or I'd have to do the bomb jump in the Ice Palace. That's the only other way. Yeah, I don't think I can do that without practice. I mean, I could try it, but I'd probably just be thrown away like 20 or 30 seconds. That's not too bad. The squirrels at the start were worse. That is the current stated objective, is no bomb jumps. I haven't given up on this yet. I've still got a chance to be a few seconds ahead here if I don't accidentally fall off on that last dash. Alright, the reason we do glitchless is because if I can't do all the glitches, I might as well do none of them. Oh, it's too early. And then just took it right to the face. Worst possible timing. Ow. No, I wouldn't call that a glitch. Mostly because it's the game acting... Oh, Lord. Well, there it went. This is the game acting as intended. Oh, man. Yeah, I'd say more along the lines of an exploit. That's why I don't consider bomb jumps a glitch either, because those are supposed to be a thing. Like, the only one that might be considered a glitch would be the hammer jump one, because you technically cross over a barrier you're not supposed to be able to. I mean, we're splitting hairs with a lot of this stuff, honestly. Ah, there we go. One. I'm going to lose time on this split. The only question is how much. These around. Maybe about 10 seconds behind, I guess. Well, I can pick this all up on the next fight. Assuming it goes relatively well. It doesn't even have to go great, just relatively well. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, stupid rock. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. Okay, a little early. Got it. Up we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a fairly clean forest. That'll help a little bit. Alright, at least there's still less than 29 minutes. Alright, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the sub too. Hopefully. I'll see what I can do. There we go. Boom. Okay. Ding ding. Oh, no drops for those guys is rare. Out of the way. Alright. Up and over. Please be nice, please be nice, please be nice. Thank you. That's been a nice tower so far. Is bashing faster there? I'm not really sure. Alright. That was a good trip through the castle. Saved some time. I did miss the dash there. Oh well. One. Two. Okay, good start. Three. Okay, solid so far. Four. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you did it again. Okay. 3 blue balls. We're only going to save 6 seconds or so. That sucks. Really hoping for a 2 there. Alright. I think I'm going to be slightly ahead of yesterday. Just slightly. Maybe not. I'm actually going to be behind yesterday. This takes longer than I remembered. Oh. Lost a second there. So we're almost in a dead heat with yesterday. Not terrible, but I was really hoping to do better today. Got sneezed on yesterday's run here. Oh man, I barely had enough money. I didn't even pay attention to that. Jeez, I got 2 rupees. That's the poorest I've ever been. Let's pick up these bombs. Had it for a second. Messed it up. Okay, let's get it together here. Let's get it together. Get it together. I'll take that hit. It's not the end of the world, but it's not good. Ah. Bad. It's 2 unnecessary hits. Okay. Oh. Not good. Can't take any more damage. That helps. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, hope you guys are bros and drop arrows. Nope. Take it! Oh. Feel like we're a little slow. Slower than yesterday, I mean. I can't remember though. Alright, can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, not quite. Not terrible. Good enough. Better than yesterday. Alright, helm sore. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would do that stupid fireball. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, what is with you these last few days? Quit doing that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Lord. Glad that didn't hit me. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah. I'm playing dirty today. How far behind am I going to be? I think I lost time here. Like, that was about the worst fight I could have gotten. Because all he did was keep shooting fireballs. Maybe 15 seconds behind? I don't know. Somewhere 10 to 15. Since I'm not picking up anything on this next split, I don't think. And, well, there's a little bit of places to pick up time here and there. I didn't have a very good trip to the The flute boy. Oh, never mind. We picked up a second. Woo. I mean, I guess yesterday's fight was more or less the same. Alright, Mushroom Bomber, don't give me no guff. Ah, that was my fault. Oh, that's what I keep telling myself I need to practice and I don't do it. That's the one I need to practice. Oh, stupid rock. Oh man, you tried. You tried to make it to me. I had a run where I was a minute ahead the other day, get ruined by that green mushroom. He literally killed me in 5 seconds. He just kept strafing me and bombing me. Never seen anything like it. Hope I never see anything like it ever again. I hope that one's okay. I think that position's okay. Okay, we're definitely good. Okay, and now comes the point of life or death for the run. If we can get it in 2, I'll keep it. If we can't get it in 2, though, PB is pretty much out the window. Realistically. Maybe I'll keep going, though. I hate throwing away runs. Ah. Don't flank. There it is. Okay, we're still alive. Off screen. Get off screen. Get off screen. Okay. Whew. There is still hope. We've still got another major gate to get through, though. Treasure Clock's game, if I can get it in 3 tries, we're still in decent shape. But after that, I'm going to have to really play well. For me. Can't have any more of that. Got it. Okay, we're up. Oh, that was bad. I gotta plow through that guy. Bleeding time here, left and right. Let's get it under control, please. Ah. How's I that far offline? Okay, here we go. What's it gonna be? Come on. No, it's not gonna be a 1. That's for sure. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Not gonna be a 2. Man, it's being stingy right now. Not gonna be a 3. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Is it gonna do it to me again? There it is. Okay, 4. We just gotta go. Like, I kind of want to open the next one, but I gotta go. It's not over, but it's in trouble. That hurt. That's like an extra 30-something seconds. 30 to 40 seconds versus yesterday. That's a lot to make up. I mean, it's there, though. It's definitely there. My margin for error is just very low now. Need some help here and there. Ah, come on, guys. That's kind of ridiculous. That helps. I want to open the path. Nope. That did not help. Oh, come on. Okay, please get through this. Please get through this. Okay, got it. That was big. That helps. Okay. And let's get out the hammer. Nice arrow drop. Very much appreciated. Now if I can... God damn it. Whatever, let's go. Okay, now I'm in trouble again. God damn it. Like, that red guy is being a... Yes. Oh boy, this is not good. What should I do? What should I do? I'm just gonna have to get it done, I guess. I don't really have a choice. Okay. I don't have too much leeway for error on this fight. Ah! That's not good, not good, not good. Whoa! Oh god, I thought I was dead. Yeah, we're gonna be close to somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds behind. That's about right. That's about right for the treasure box game. That's entirely the treasure box game. So, we're more or less in line. That's fine. I can still make that up. I just have to play really well. I'm gonna have to concentrate here. take a few risks here and there. Alright, come back. Oh, look at that coin total. Alright. Alright, and bash up. Why did I press the A button? Why did I press the A button? I don't need to press the A button. Just pick it up. Okay, let's go pick up flickers. All right. I keep a loose track, like I'm basically just looking at the hundredths and tenths increments. Like throughout the course of the game, I have to spend, let's see, I need 110 by the time I get to the Dark Palace, which you're almost guaranteed to get. Almost. And then after that, like I just need to have somewhere between 300 and 400 when I get to the treasure box game. And then 600 after I finish the Thieves Town. The last dungeon I finished. 600 after I finish that and pick up those last 300 rupees. because I have to spend 500 here for the flippers, and then I have to spend 100 one more time for the super bomb. So overall, you need, let's see, I think it's 810 rupees. Because you need 110 for the monkey to open the dungeon. And then you need 100 for the jar, 500 for the flippers, and 100 for the super bomb. And then you also need X amount for the treasure box game and the shovel game, but those games can also give you rupees, so it kind of messes with the calculation a little bit. Like, it's 80 to do the shovel game, and 30 to do the box game, but you usually will make your money back on the shovel game. The box game, though, isn't a guarantee. And my shield got stolen again. Oh, that's wonderful. This is not good. And there's some seconds here compared to yesterday. It is possible to skip that last 300 rupees that I pick up in the after that last dungeon if you get really lucky with like the shovel game and the box game. I had that happen one time. Or like the shovel game just gave me a ridiculous amount of red rupees. So I was able to skip having to open that treasure chest up. But that is extremely rare. And I think the box game gave me a 100 rupee chest in the heart piece. I forget exactly what it was, but like you have to get like super lucky to be able to skip that last one. You actually have to get like unlucky in some places. I think like you have to do, I think I may have actually had to do the box game twice, and just the box game just gave me a bunch of rupees both times I did it. So that ends up kind of being a wash. Ah, stupid fireworm. And then you block the door again. Oh! Oh, that's great. That is fucking great. Oh, caught a break. Look at that. That was lucky. But, no, that cost me a good 10 seconds, though. Oh, come on. That's 4 hits. He should be dead. Why isn't he dead? Those are clean hits. Whatever. I think I lost like 20 seconds on that split. That's pretty bad. We're getting dangerously close to unrecoverable. Not there yet. "15-second loss." That's bad. Oh, wait. Now, see, I can't make mistakes like that. Ah! That hurts. Because that's another 10 seconds. Oh boy. Well, we just keep plowing through, see what we can do. Hopefully I don't lose too much time on this split. Oh, come on. Give me a little bit of a break here. Alright. Woo! Cut that one close. Thought for sure that spike was going to hit me. Got it. There we go. Down this pipe and through the door. Right. Thank you for not being in the way today. At least I get it back. It's like the only heart pickup in this dungeon, though. Why do you have to be there? Like, seriously. And they... Oh, my lord. Sometimes they're okay, but like today, well, yeah, today so far they've been a real pain in the ass. And the thing is, like, it doesn't seem like those hearts make a big deal because, I mean, I'm not in any danger of not clearing the dungeon, but they cost me on the clear screen because the game has to heal me back up. Well, it's over. Yeah. I completely forgot. Yep, it's over. Ah. Crap. Why did I forget that? I was supposed to hit that orb again on the way back out. But that's like a minute and a half of time lost there, so like there's no recovering that. And the reason I know that is because I've done it before. Oh, shit. So happy about the skeleton not being in the way for like the first time ever there that I forgot to hit the orb on the way out. Oh well. That was probably going to be a rough recovery anyway. Well, I was already 57 seconds behind, and then you add another 10 seconds for that bad warp. I don't think there was a minute for me to make up. Not realistically. That's tough, but that's the way it is. It was going to be a tough path to get it under 2 minutes. Or 2 hours. Maybe if I was lucky I could have PB'd. Like, under 2 hours, though, probably wasn't going to happen. That sucks to end it that way. I hate ending it on things like that, too. Yeah, I mean, I was already a minute behind. I was going to have to pick up, like, a minute and 5 seconds. Which wasn't out of the question, but... Ice Palace was going to be almost impossible for me to pick up time on, and then... Misery Mire... Maybe I could pick up like 5-10 seconds there or something. Turtle Rock Clear would have been really hard to pick up time on because what I saved like 30 seconds on that yesterday. That'd have been really tough to beat. 20 or 30 seconds, I think. It's the Ganon's Tower and the last Ganon fight where I was going to have to pick up time, and there was time there to pick up, but not enough to recover this, so. Oh well. So, unfortunately, that's going to be the end for the runs today, because I've got Mugenic stream in an hour and 15 minutes. I'm probably going to push that up to 7:30, though. Tomorrow, I'm maybe going to be doing this tomorrow. Like, I'm not sure. I'll post on X what I'm going to do eventually, but I got to figure out whether I want to start Golden Week stuff from tomorrow or wait till Friday. I think I'm more leaning towards Friday because I need to get all of the affiliate stuff kind of done. And I probably need like tomorrow and Thursday to at least try to get that done. And then I need to, whatever I'm going to do for the Golden Week stream, I need to get any kind of assets I'm going to make ready for that too. Tomorrow just kind of seems rough. I mean, I guess if I don't sleep today, I could probably get it done. But if I wanted to try to do another no sleep clear for something, then that would not be a good way to jump into it. So, but might be back doing this tomorrow. I might not. We'll see. I'll have to just see how things kind of go between tonight and tomorrow morning. But doing Mugenics in 45 minutes. I'm going to do that from 7:30. I'm going to push it up 30 minutes to do it from 7:30. We are doing the same thing I've been doing for the last 2 days. Oh, it's not that bad. I was talking at the beginning of the stream. There's a... I think he's streaming on YouTube and somewhere else. I'm not sure where. It might be Twitch. There's this Japanese guy with Fumiya. Hey, he does like a lot of games, but he does Dragon Quest a lot. He's trying to clear all of the Dragon Quest games, including the post-game content, without sleeping. That's 11 games. And when I say clear all of them, I mean all of them in one attempt. Last I checked, but when I started this stream, he was 126 hours in. and still on Dragon Quest 8. So like, because there was another guy that I used to watch, like he retired from doing those kinds of streams earlier this year because he was getting older and like the doctor told me he probably needed to stop. But he managed to clear all the Dragon Quest games in like 110 hours or so, 108 or something like that. I mean, that's just like a standard clear. Like it's after 70 hours, like it's rough. They don't look like, you don't really look like you're having a good time after you hit hour 70. But like that guy, like he kind of like micro sleeps, so like he'll kind of close his eyes for about 10-15 seconds and then, you know, kind of wake back up and go in again, and then he'll close his eyes for another 10-15 seconds, then kind of wake back up. So it's like I can't imagine doing 126 hours. I mean, the thing is, like, if you're interacting with the stream and like things are going on, like they seem to kind of be awake. Like there's times where he seems kind of lucid even at this point, but it's like the mundane stuff, just like the fights or like moving between towns and that stuff. That's where he dozes off a lot. But I think he might make it another 20 hours, but I don't think there's any way he's finishing through Dragon Quest 11. He's in the middle of Dragon Quest 8 right now, and he's still got a ways to go on that. So yeah. But anywho, we're going to be doing Mugenics from 7:30. So the last 2 days, Mugenics has done its thing and wiped me in the most efficient way possible in the middle of a good run. So we get to redo all the stuff that I had to do to get to the point where I was, because it's the end game, so you have to beat the 3 bonus stages in a row with a special item in your inventory. And the second stage has wiped me twice in a row now in ways that I didn't see coming at all. So we're going for attempt number 3. We're in the middle of it. So we're almost done with stage 1 again. So finish stage 1 at the start and then go from stage 2 again, and hopefully I don't have to get salty about the game again today. That's okay though. That's what that game is. But yeah, that's going to be the stream from 7:30. So by all means, if you're interested in watching, once again, like I said at the start of the stream, but I'll say it again. I'll probably be saying it again for the next few days. So I got affiliate at the end of the day yesterday. So I want to thank everybody that's been watching for like the last month and a half since I started, for helping me get there. There's a lot to do once you reach affiliate in terms of like putting together a lot of assets and content and settings and all sorts of other stuff, especially with like ads and things like that. And like, I don't know if ads are playing up until now, but it looks like ads are going to be playing from this point on. There's not too much I can do to control that. Unfortunately, I'm going to try to keep ads to a minimum as much as possible, at least like when I take like a break or something. So it's not really intrusive with the stream, but like the pre-roll ads and things like that, I don't really know if there's too much I can do about that at the moment. I apologize for that. I understand there are ways that people deal with that, which I'm not going to say anything about with regards to... I have no qualms with people doing whatever they're going to do. Go watch content on the internet. As I'm going to try to keep the ads to be as unintrusive as possible. Sorry if they end up being if it ends up being a little bit bothersome. I don't really know how to control it yet, but I'm going to try to look into that and keep it as minimal as possible. But other than that, like, you know, like subscription tiers and like chat emotes and things like that, I'm going to try to put those together, but they're going to need time for that. Like I really hadn't even thought about that at all until I realized it was right in front of my face. But get that together as soon as I can. I can't promise you a timeline on it because I haven't even thought about what I want to do, and then it's a matter of actually making them. But anyway, point being, like, I really do appreciate everybody that's been watching to this point. I mean, affiliate's not like the highest, you know, bar to climb in the world, but it still is a bar, and getting over it opens up a lot of things for me, so I'm thankful to everybody that comes in and watches all the time. I'm going to try to use this and hopefully improve the stream. As always, if anybody's got any comments or advice with regards to that, send me a message, like through whispers on Twitch or whatever. Like, I'm going to set up an email for content submissions or that kind of stuff too. Like, I've already got it set up, I just haven't put it anywhere where anybody knows what it is. But I can probably also use that to just, if you got any kind of, I guess, advice or something like that, or I guess complaints too could also go there. I may set up a separate email for that. But just once again, thanks for that. I'll do what I can to try to get everything kind of more in a put together state. Just please be patient. I'm not the fastest person in the world. And again, already had a couple of people subscribe since I picked up affiliate. Thanks to those. Again, thank to you, to anyone who subscribes. Like, any subscription I get, anything I get is more than I expected to get when I started doing this. So I'm always grateful for all of that. And hope you guys enjoy it. Again, let me know what you think, and I'll try to do what I can. I can't promise I'll answer to everything, but because I mean, obviously I've got kind of like my own ideas for things as well, but I'm not unopen to advice or to suggestions or recommendations. So everyone, have a good evening or day wherever it is you are, and hopefully see you in about 30 minutes, I guess. 7:30 is when I'll be doing these edits. So take it easy, and hope to see you again. Goodbye to ya.